Our first speaker can perhaps make this point better than I ever could. She's a local girl. She comes just up the road from Largs. Her name is Lynsey, and it is my immense privilege to be able to present her to you today. If you could just put your hands together and welcome Lynsey.
Hi there, my name's Lynsey. First of all, I would like to say that I'm certainly not a politician and I'm not heavily involved in politics, but I am here today to get more people to engage in politics. I myself never voted during the referendum. In fact, I've never voted during any election. My views in politics up until the referendum was that it was boring, it didn't concern me, and it didn't affect my life. I now know that I couldn't have been any more wrong. During the referendum, I started to learn a lot more about different political issues, and to be honest, I was horrified. See, when I found out that the nuclear weapons were lying in the Clyde that I played in as a child, that shocked me. And when I learned what fracking was, I couldn't have been any more disgusted. I tried to register, but I was too late. I was raging. I was pissed off, to say the least. So, needless to say, I'll definitely be voting in the election. I grew up in a great working class family, and I didn't know the voting procedure, and if I was sitting in the audience just now, I'd be thinking, what, a 30-year-old woman didn't know the voting procedure? Well, I didn't, simply because I got in with the wrong crowd at school, started taking drugs. By the time I was 17, I was using heroin every single day of my life, right up until I was 26, till I got so sick and tired of being sick and tired that I got put on a methadone prescription and I moved away for 3 years. My friend there actually stayed with you, but anyway. I grew up in a great working class family, and as far as I can remember, they all voted Labour. My gran, my mother, all that. And I had a really, really good upbringing. So I definitely don't think that I started using heroin because of a class issue or anything like that. I think I was just quite curious and naughty, if I'm honest. Basically, my heroin use, that led the way for the next 10 years until I finally had enough. And during my chaotic lifestyle, my thoughts were the same in politics. It's boring, a lot of rubbish that doesn't apply to me, doesn't affect my life. I mean, everything boils down to politics, but I didn't know that at the time. It's only since the referendum that I have engaged at all. This is one of the biggest reasons I'm here today. I would like everyone from all walks of life to realise that their vote is just as important as anyone else's. Today I work as a peer support worker, and I'm also a self-management and recovery training SMART facilitator. This work is voluntary, but I feel so strongly about tackling inequalities, and I love the work I do. When I hear people say I hate politics, I try and remind them everything from free prescriptions to what's going on in Westminster is all political. Everything boils down to politics. It really is of the utmost importance that us here today, let every single person from all walks of life realise that their voice and vote is equally as important. I would love the chance for a second referendum. Like I said, I won't be missing out on this election, but I would have loved to vote. I would love to get the chance to put my say across to say, no, I don't want nuclear weapons lying in the Clyde where I played as a child and my son's going to play when he's older. I don't want fracking going on in Scotland. I mean, I really don't know enough to be sitting here and telling you all the ins and outs about it, but I know enough to know that it's dangerous, and I do not want to be living among that. So basically, I would just like another chance for another referendum, and to let everybody know that their voice and vote matters, no matter what walk of life you come from. I'd just like to say thanks to everyone from RIC and my friend Heather Ardrossan for giving me this opportunity. And that's me. Thanks very much.